Florence, Colorado, a town full of rich history. Starting back in 1889 by founder James McCandless, who has a house not too far from this park I'm standing in. I got to talk to an older lady who works in the town's archives. She is 90 years old, but she hasn't lived in this town long. Her name is Melanie, and this is the interview I had with her.
Chosen because they could not speak English. So if they had a complaint, they couldn't communicate it to anybody. All they had was a boss, and they could not connect to anybody except that boss. And so, virtual slavery. You come to a country and you can't speak the language, and you are mistreated, or they keep your salary, but you can't speak the language. How are you going to defend yourself? And this was literally what happened. People said, I never heard this stuff. But that's how the Bojans, the Litvaks, the Russians, the Romanians were brought here from Europe to work in the mines. Well, these people came here and they couldn't support themselves except what the boss gave them. So most of our towns around here were company towns. The boss built the houses. He could put in doctors to make people think the way he wanted to. He built their schools. He taught them to read and write what he supplied they should read and write. Well, when these people, the breadwinner, the man, the miner, if there was an accident and he was killed in a mine, the supervisor would often bring the dead miner back to the home with his family, and usually our migrant families were quite large, a mom home with many children, because in those days they needed a workforce. And so he would say to the mother, you get somebody to show up for this miner's job tomorrow morning, because if he doesn't, you don't get a salary, and because I own this house, out you go, and all your children with you.
As you see, she knows a lot of the rich history. That's all I can actually get into this whole thing for this assignment. But I do have full plans to make a full-on documentary series about this town and how it fits in to American history. Thank you for watching. I'm Jerry Orton, and this has been a segment of In Their Footsteps.